Hello guys, welcome on this video. Today we'll be looking at how to use statistics to win a war. We'll be focusing in particular on cryptography and frequency analysis. But now you may wonder, what's the connection between statistics and war? How can statistics help us to win a war? In order to answer that, we gotta go back to the Second World War. At the time, Germany, Italy, and Japan were allies, and they were communicating to each other through the help of secret messages. The other faction, though, for example England and the USA, were trying to understand new messages, and they used the fact that each language, Japanese, Italian, and German, had specific statistical characteristics, and they used those in order to understand the messages and win the war. We'll be looking now at a very easy example in order to understand all of this. Let's say we have three stickmen: blue, red, and green. Green is sending to red a zebra. However, blue is trying to stealing that zebra, and most of the time it does it. But green is pretty tired of this, so he has an idea. Let's paint zebra stripes from black to red, so that blue would not be able to recognize that the painted zebra is the original one. And at the beginning, it worked just fine. But at some point, blue notices something. The zebra has the same number of stripes, the same look, and the same posture of the original zebra. So he understands the trick, and he steals the zebra again. As the zebra, also words preserve some characteristics. And we're going to see this behavior through an example. Imagine we use this technique in order to hide a message. Each time we want to use the letter A, we will use the letter Z. When we want to use the letter B, we will use the letter Y. For C, we will use X, and so on. So basically, it's the alphabet reversed. Now let's say we want to hide the message hello. Using the technique that we just explained, H becomes S, E becomes V, double L becomes double O, and O becomes L. So the final word is svol. And as you can see, the final message has the same number of letters, and also the doubleness is conserved from the original hello. But language is more complex than a simple hello. In fact, at the beginning of the video, we were talking about specific characteristics that language has. And a very important one is that one that can be identified through frequency analysis. Frequency analysis is simply calculating how many times a letter is used in a language. In order to do that, several texts are analyzed, and it is counted how many times each letter is present. After that, the number found is divided for the total number of letters, and with that you can see which letter is most likely to be present in a language, for example. Of course, different languages will have different frequency analysis. And here is an example of frequency analysis of the English language, which, as you can see, is very different from that one of the Italian language. Another very important feature of language is the presence of the so-called bigrams and trigrams. Bigrams is a pair of two letters, and trigram is a set of three letters. Basically, letters that are paired up. For example, and is a trigram in the English language, or TH is a bigram in the English language too. Some are more popular than others, and also they are very different from language to language. For example, here is the English one, and here's the Italian one. As you can see, they have different bigrams and trigrams. However, the use of frequency analysis in cryptography has one big vulnerability. In particular, if we intercept only a very small message, our data will be distorted because we will not be able to get enough data in order to understand which language it was, and therefore which is the most likely letter to occur after, which are the most popular bigrams or trigrams. For example, before, if we intercepted only the message hello, we would have the S, which appear 20% of the time, the V 20% of the time, the O 40% of the time, the L 20% of the time. And as we can see from these two graphs here, we would not be able to understand that it's English because the percentages are totally distorted. And therefore we would not be able to understand the original message. And here we are at the end of these videos. I hope you understood a bit more about frequency analysis, and thank you for listening and watching.